Hi, Coach Joe here, and today what I want to talk to you about is creating your ultimate competitive advantage. Now, here's what I mean by that. In an industry and a profession that's compliant based, right? So in other words, we can't have these killer websites with all these guarantees, and you can't go ahead and get client testimonials and anything like that. Or in Canada, you can, right? So what are we left with? We are left with, as a competitive advantage, the client experience and the client value proposition. And I want you to think about that for a moment. The client experience. How do you treat your clients? How do you communicate to them? How do you treat them when they come in for a review? How do you celebrate them, right? Birthdays, anniversaries, things like that. What do you do? If you've been listening or watching to any of these podcasts, you realize that we're in the relationship business, right? So competitive advantage. I want you to think about it. So here's what I want you to think about. What would be, if I can pull it off, the ultimate way to serve clients? What would be the ultimate value proposition, right? What would be the ultimate service model? What would be something so powerful that not only will they never leave me, but I can charge premium fees for and have tremendous margin, right? The opposite of commoditization. What's a commodity, right? It is a basic core something. Keyword basic, right? Raw, like raw materials. If you think about our business, what's basic? We run money, maybe do financial plans, maybe do some reviews, maybe do some touch-base calls. Basic. And some of you don't even do that. So that's commoditized, right? You sound and look and act like everybody else, right? Because you can't, like we said, in a compliance-based industry, you can't have, anything outside the box with marketing or guarantees or anything. And like we said, no testimonials. So you're left with the experience, right? How do you serve at the highest level, right? That's a question I'm always asking myself. That's why for 25 years, I've evolved from doing calls. Actually, I used to go to offices. That's a long time ago. Offices to calls, right? Then about 18, 19 years ago, we started doing live events. And now we've got groups, and we've got telepresence and online coaching and masterminds and business planning conferences and mastermind retreats, and do all these things. I don't just do coaching calls. Why? Because I want to have the best value proposition in the industry. And I know I do, because my clients will always talk to other coaches or get solicited by, and they'll feed me all the information, which I really appreciate. And so from a competitive intelligence standpoint, I know I've got the best value prop out there in the industry. I know that, right? But also, let me say this. I work hard, but I don't really consider it work. See, if you approach your business as it's a job, that's why you're screwed. You gotta love your clients, and you gotta have the value prop. You gotta sit there and articulate client. Well, look, if you become a client of ours, what's going to happen? Number one, we're always going to operate in your best interest. Absolutely. Number two, you're going to hear from us once a month. Number three, we're going to sit down a minimum of twice a year, and we're going to go over everything on a schedule. And if something happens, God forbid, we're going to be there for you. Next, we're going to educate you. We do a lot of client educational events, virtual and live. We want to make you smarter in taxes. We want to make you smarter in estate planning. We want to make you smarter as an investor, because this is a partnership, right? That's how you add value. Now listen to how I said it, right? When you become a client, here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to act this way. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. That is the way it needs to be articulated, where you're proud of how you serve, where there's no question on how you get things done. You know in your gut of guts you're hitting it the way you need to. That's the approach. And look, I don't care if you've been in this business a long time. You say, well, Joe, I don't do it that way. I've never done it that way. It is never too late to change. If you listen to any of my previous episodes, it is never too late to change. It is time for that turnaround. I'll say this, and then we'll let you guys get off and do your thing. We are entering, again, I'm recording this in October of 2018. We are entering a window where it is going to be, for the next 5 to 10 years, the greatest opportunities to build massive businesses, if that's what you do. Or if you want to build a lifestyle practice that makes a ton of money, you can do that too. But there's going to be so many boomers retiring, so many advisors retiring. The opportunities are going to be, it's once in a generation, once in a career opportunities. Please don't sit on your butt and play and be on the sidelines. Let's get in the game and let's be excellent, okay? Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you again very soon. So there you have it. If you really enjoyed watching this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the Magellan Network Show with Coach Joe here on YouTube. And remember, I'm always here to help you become a better entrepreneur, business owner, and financial advisor. With that, I'll see you next time on the Magellan Network Show with me, Coach Joe. Take care and goodbye.